you've got it's all about time and risk, like you mentioned earlier, right? Like, you've got to get candidates over to a hiring manager who fit their job description to a T, and then they want to see, like, how long have you been doing this? What's your career progression been? How have you grown along that path, right? So what's your advice to someone who hasn't followed a singular career path and has pivoted, and now it's really hard to get noticed or get chosen for an interview by a hiring manager?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's understanding like why it's hard, which you broke down, right? Like in an ideal world, a hiring manager finds somebody who is doing the exact same job that they're hiring for at a competitor.
Mhm.
That's who as agency recruiters, which is what I am, like we work, Highwell, we work with companies as a third party to help them find candidates for their open jobs. And we want to know how you fill a role as a recruiter quickly or what recruiters look for. Very simple. We look for people who have been doing the job. The less questions a hiring manager asks, the better for us, right?
Mm,
Like if we go, okay, we're looking for a project manager or sorry, product manager at Google. We'll just find a product manager at Instagram or,
mm,
Meta. Like we'll just find somebody from a company that's recognizable that's doing the same job. That's the easiest way to fill a job. So that's what you're up against, right?
mhm,
And which is exactly what you said. Like, how long have you been doing a job for? What's the career progression? That's what hiring managers look for because nobody wants to make the mistake,
mm,
right? So if you think about it from a hiring manager's perspective, you've got two candidates, you don't know either of them, and you've got the one that's got the linear path that's like very predictable, they're doing the job already. And then you have this other person that's telling you they've got the skills, but doesn't really have any like actual experience in the job. And you know that if you make the right hire, you're gonna, you'll everyone's gonna go great job doing your job. But if you get the wrong hire, they're gonna look at you and go, why on earth, did you make the wrong hire? So if you hire the right person, then and they don't work out, your manager is gonna come to you and say, well, I see why you made this decision. Everything looks good. Now you hired that other person who's got the skills but doesn't have the experience, and they don't end up being right.
mm.
Your manager's going to be like, "Why did you choose this person?" And it's hard. It's really, really hard to to get around.